This is Aaron Freed with Blue Ribbon Flies in West Yellowstone, Montana. And today we're going to be tying our Drake Mackerel Cripple. We're starting out with a Tiemco 2488 hook in size 12 and 8/0 tan uni thread. We're going to start with a shuck of mayfly brown micro Zelon or crinkled Zelon, straight Zelon, all work pretty well. And we'll clip that off. I'm going to tie in a rib material. This is a brown Pearsall silk floss. We're using about half a strand. Tie that in and then dub a body of tan emergent stubbing. And you can go ahead and make it fairly thick. They're pretty bulky flies, so it's alright if you got a little bit of bulk to the body. We'll go ahead and dub about 2/3 of the way up the hook shank. And it's also pretty coarse dubbing, so you can trim if you want any stray fibers out of there. And we'll make a few wraps with our rib. Wrap that forward, tie it off. And for our wing material, we're using Widow's Web in silver from Montana Fly Company. We're going to tie in a pretty thick clump of that, make that wing nice and heavy so this thing floats. And then for hackle, we're using a grizzly dyed brown. We use kind of a golden brown dye for this fly, but basically any shade of brown will do a pretty good job for it. We'll move our thread to the front of the hook and then make about 2 to 3 turns behind the wing. Pull that wing forward, make another turn or two, and then go ahead and tie that hackle off. Pull all those fibers back out of the way. And we'll go ahead and whip finish the fly. And trim the thread and that hackle stem. Now go ahead and trim that wing about even with the top of your hackle, about the length of the hook shank there. And then we're just going to clip the hackle fibers about even with the hook point, so that fly rides a little bit lower. And that's all there is to it. It's a good fly for over in the northeast corner of Yellowstone National Park, particularly in the fall, starting late August through September. And yeah, if you find yourself on Slough Creek or Soda Butte or the Lamar, you definitely want to make sure to have a few of these in your box.